One Day at a Time by John Imrie, 1846 to 1902. When worry and care and toil are ours, and the day's weary heights we climb, let's think of the restful evening hours. We live but one day at a time. So let us toil on for those we love. To fret and despair is a crime. 'Twill lessen our load to look above. We live but one day at a time. To labour and toil is man's estate. The reward will come dime by dime. Be it ours to bravely work and wait. We live but one day at a time. Then work with a will and sing this lay to the tune of the evening's chime. Let canker and care fly swift away. We live but one day at a time. And at last, when life's grey shadow falls, ere we pass to the realm sublime, we shall hear the Master's welcome call. Thou hast lived well, one day at a time. Okay, this is a poem by John Imrie. John Imrie was a Scot from Glasgow. I think he was a Presbyterian. He moved to Canada, to Toronto, when he was 25, and he sold subscriptions to a magazine. Then he worked as the foreman in a printing works, and then he started his own printing company. His work is a simple style, and it has religious overtones to it, that God is the person who controls, or the being that controls everything. And Imrie is someone who he's looking to improve the social conditions of the poor. I think he said that he wanted to, these poems are to encourage the toiling masses and give them aspirations for the future and the present and future. And he's somebody with, I think, with a good heart. So, one day at a time, he's talking about living life one day at a time. I'm reading this as a poem, but I have a feeling that this poem had also the idea of perhaps being a hymn being sung. But it says you need to take everything one day at a time, deal with one day at a time, because if you worry about the future, then you don't appreciate the present. And you need to do the best you can for today. And that's all you can do. And like that, life goes on. When worry and care and toil are ours, and the day's weary heights we climb, let's think of the restful evening hours. We live but one day at a time. So when we're worried, when we have cares, and when we have to work hard, and we have to get through a difficult day, the day's weary heights we climb through the day with difficulty. This is quite a nice metaphor. Let's think of the restful evening hours. So when things are difficult, if your day is difficult, just think of the rest that you will have in the evening, of your rest of going to bed, or of resting, and deal with things one day at a time. Don't worry about tomorrow. Worry about dealing with today, dealing with today's cares, and dealing with today's problems. So let us toil on for those we love. To fret and despair is a crime. 'Twill lessen our load to look above. We live but one day at a time. So let us continue to work hard for the people we love, to work, but not only for ourselves, but for the people we love, to make everybody else's life better. I think here he's firstly focusing on family and friends. Let's work to help these people, to make their lives better. To fret, to worry, and to despair about the future is a crime, because if your mind is worried about what's going to happen, to despair about the future, that's wrong. You need to think about today. It will lessen our load to look above. So if you look up to God and ask God for help, and live one day at a time, deal with today's problems, deal with the problems that are in front of you. Don't worry about the future. And I think that this is the idea of this. To labour and toil is man's estate. The reward will come dime by dime. Be it ours to bravely work and wait. We live one day at a time. So to work hard, to toil and labour is man's estate. It's the lot of man. It's what man has to do. Humans have to work hard. We have to work hard every day to get the things that we need. And don't worry. Just keep working. This work is part of life. The reward will come dime by dime. So a dime is 10 cents. So slowly but surely you will get the reward for your hard work. And here he's not talking about money. He's talking about building your life, becoming a person, becoming a good person. Be it ours to bravely work and wait. It is something that we have to do. We have to work, and we have to just be patient. And we can only live a day at a time. We can't live tomorrow. So worry about what you're doing now. Then work with a will and sing this lay to the tune of the evening's chime. So work hard and sing this song, and use this idea, and sing to the tune of the evening's chime. So think about this idea. Live one day at a time. Live for today. Work for today. And this should be your guiding light. So this is the song that you must sing. Let canker, let disease, destruction, care, let problems just go away. Let them just live through the problems. Yeah, just go through the problems. Live but one day at a time. And at last, when life's grey shadow falls, ere we pass to the realm sublime, and when our life is over, our life falls into the world of grey shadows, and we pass to the realms of the sublime, we pass to the underlife. So when we die, we shall hear the Master's welcome call. We will hear God calling us, welcoming us, saying, "Thou hast lived well, one day at a time." So God will say to us, okay, you've lived well, you lived one day at a time, doing the best that you can in each day. And that's a way to live well, not to worry. So, One Day at a Time by John Imrie.